Hi.
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 Way too high.
Sorry.
Welcome to This Will Be Disaster and our 4th of July show. 4th of July, we do a traditional 4th of July show almost every year. Because you know why?
Why?
Because 4th of July happens almost every year.
Well, pretty much every year.
Yeah, so this is 4th of July show. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, you weren't talking to me.
I never talked to you.
Fucker.
He's talking to everybody else. But how are you?
Are you talking to me now?
I'm talking to you now.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Your shirt kind of matches your tattoo today. It's like boom, boom. It looks like it kind of bleeds down.
Well, you know, what's funny is that when I got my arm tattoo, which is Dozen Roses, the guy who's actually a really good tattoo artist, I told him what I wanted. And he redesigned it.
Okay.
And he showed me what I wanted.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, but I want this, and this. And he's like, well, we have to have a background color.
Yes.
Because otherwise, this against flesh.
Yes, won't look good.
It won't look good.
But that looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled with it. And I do intend to finish it all the way up my shoulder and my back.
Someday.
When I have money, which is not a thing.
So
right now.
I encountered this person this week, and they had a really cool tattoo of Jesus. And it was like all the way up there. It was like a Jesus sleeve. So it went all the way up. It was like a whole body, and the face was on the shoulder.
Did Jesus wear sleeves?
I don't know, but there was like a big palm leaf and all this, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. Where did you get that done?" And the person told me where she got it done, where the person got it done. And
let's not assume gender here.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," and then the person said, "I'm afraid people are going to think I'm some kind of Jesus freak."
Well, you
And I was like, well, you have Jesus on your arm
all the way up
forever,
your arm,
never going to come off.
Ever.
And she was like, well, I mean, the person was like, I'm not a Jesus freak. I'm not a Jesus person. And I'm like, why did you get that? And I said, well, at least no one will come up and hit you on the arm because no one wants to hit Jesus. So that's a good thing.
So you protected your arm.
I wish I had one when I was a kid. My brothers would never hit me. But then I was like, well, if you don't want people to think that you're a Jesus freak, if someone says, oh, that's an interesting tattoo on your arm, you could always say, yes, it's one of the eagles. That's what I thought.
Or you could say, I keep it because Satan told me to.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is Satan in the form of Jesus. And I love Satan.
I have a question really quick.
Okay. In
your family. I think you have 6 brothers and sisters?
Thousands.
Maybe. Possibly. Where do you land as far as brothers are concerned?
What do you mean land?
Like, where are you in the hierarchy?
I'm the second born.
So you're the first boy.
Yes.
Why did your brothers hit you in the arm when you're the eldest?
They didn't. I was just saying that.
Okay.
I hit them all.
Did you really?
Yeah. My brother, who was right under me, we would get into a few little pounds.
Well, what was he, like
I
9
never
months
got in,
younger than you?
None of us ever got in fist fights.
Oh, okay.
But I can remember one time we got into, we got really mad at each other, and we would just hit each other on the arm really hard. So, and I think he got so mad, and he would do this. He would always get so mad he would start crying, and that would make him would make him madder.
Yep. I know that feeling.
Yeah, me too. And then, so when I get really mad, I start shaking. And I hate that because it looks like I'm scared, like I'm Don Knotts or something. But so we got in. I remember at one point we were both we might have been teenagers, if not, we were close to it. And we would do this thing where he would just like punch me in the arm, and then I would punch him in the arm, and it got like back and forth. We were so mad.
But you didn't hit each other.
We never hit each other in the face or punch in the stomach or
it was
kick
always
each other in the nuts. We didn't do any of that. It was just like it was a polite fight. It was a gentleman's fight.
I guess
we were just like, it was almost like we were putting up our dukes.
Right.
Yeah, we were going to. We were just kind of like circling.
Who's going to give in
and
first?
Then just boom, right in the arm. And then the other person, and we were both turning sideways. We were giving, it was almost like we were giving a target to the other person.
Try it.
It was like,
try it.
Boom. And then it went several times, and there was some crying, there was some tears, there was some madness, and then it was over. Whatever. I don't even remember.
Well,
what
why
happened.
would you? You were kids.
But we would punch my brothers in the head and face and kick them and whatever.
That's not nice.
Oh, I know. It's terrible.
So I was in a
I don't know how they don't grow up to be killers. especially killing me.
Maybe they are. You don't know.
Yeah, they're hunting me as we speak.
I was in a verbal argument with someone at work once, and I'm not going to say who or where, but they were so pissed off at me that they called me to the back room with my boss.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, so there was a witness. And they had tears in their eyes. And they were so pissed off that they couldn't get up. They couldn't put their heels down.
Oh, no.
Do you know when you're up on your toes?
Yes. Like
so
a boxer.
I watched this happen. And I was like, I know that feeling. And of course, immediately I tried to just alleviate the situation.
You should have pushed them over.
I mean, I could have.
Perfect time.
But I didn't because I would have lost my job. But I remember in the second grade, I felt that.
Yeah.
I got into a fight with actually a friend of mine, which is normally how it works when you're that young. And we were playing on the not the monkey bars, but like the parallel bars or whatever. And it was somebody's turn, my turn, her turn. It didn't matter. And we got into it. And I still have a bald spot where she ripped my scalp open with her claw. And I remember punching her. And then I could not stay off my toes. Like, the adrenaline just kept me on my toes I could not put my heels down. There was no way. It wasn't going to happen. And I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to hurt her. She's my friend, you know, but just this elevation was happening in my body, and it was just adrenaline, you know, it was just adrenaline, but it was so severe that I couldn't even put my heels down.
Wow.
It's weird.
I never got in a single fight my entire life, but my school life, I didn't get any fights.
Yeah.
The closest that I got into a fight, I can't remember his name. Ray. What was Ray's last name? I can't remember Ray's last name, but Ray.
How about we don't? Because he wouldn't want you to
I would
say
tell
it.
him.
Would you really?
Yeah, so he'd come humming down and I'd punch him out. Ray.
Yeah, you would.
Ray. So Ray was my friend for a long time. He hung out with us. And but I don't know what happened, but then we kind of got into a little thing, and then he started becoming a bully.
Yeah.
And he was, he was nothing. I could have punched him. I should have.
But every bully has a bully. You have to empathize.
Yeah.
But you don't know empathy at that age.
No. You don't know anything. And so I've never been in a fight. But I'm on the school bus. We're getting ready to leave. Ray is standing outside the school bus, and he starts calling me.
No.
And everybody on the school bus. You know how it is in elementary school when people are fighting.
Yeah.
I was middle school. I think I was like 7th or 8th grade. Yeah. I was 7th or 8th grade. And if you look at my 8th grade picture, I think I'm sitting right next to Ray.
Probably.
Yeah. And so he's like, come on, let's fight. And I was like, all right. And so I actually come off of the bus. I remember so well.
No, you didn't.
Well, everybody's like, go, you chicken, go. And so I was like, all right, I got to do it.
Can't be called chicken.
And so I go down, I walk down there, standing there. I'm like, I'm not going to fight you. And he's like, I'll fight you then. And all I remember is this flurry of hands going in front of my face. Ray is just like flapping like a chicken right in front of my face. And one of his fingers pokes my eye.
But he never sunk a punch.
No.
He never got you.
A finger hits my eye. So if you get poked in the eye,
it hurts.
And you get tears.
Yeah.
I wasn't really scared. I wasn't crying. I got poked in the freaking eye. And then Ray's like, oh, you big baby, you're crying. And that's how it ended. And I got back on the bus. And everybody's looking at me and everything.
See, my problem is that I didn't have enough beer, which is something that we haven't actually started yet for this episode, which is our live beer review, where we drink a beer.
That's the thing. When I was in 7th grade, I should have downed a 6-pack.
You can't do that.
I should have, though. And I should have taken on Ray right at that point.
I'll tell you what. I feel really, 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 really bad about this. But every fight I got into after that 2nd grade fight, I won.
You kicked their ass.
Either that or I could run faster than them, and I got home.
All right, what beer are we drinking today?
Today we are drinking a beer called, Opheus Brewing. It's by Opheus Brewing.
Yeah.
It's a limited release series. It is Do or Die spiced chocolate.
Do or die, Ray. You're gonna die, buddy.
Don't
I'm gonna
say
kick your
things
ass.
like that. That's not
No,
nice.
I'm ready now. I've been training all this time
for 60 years.
for the rematch with Ray.
Oh, I'm sorry. It must have been 50 years. All right. So it's an Imperial chocolate oatmeal cream stout.
Yeah.
And it has 8.5% alcohol by volume.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have some.
Okay. So I'm going to, I'm going to have, oh, shit.
Why? Now, you
Stop
talk
it.
about
It was an accident.
pouring.
It was
you
an
just poured it all over the
just-
table.
I poured it on my notes is what I did.
It's like coffee dark. It's
Where
really,
are-
really dark.
Those paper towels you just had.
It's really dark.
Yeah.
Very, black.
It does look like coffee, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Taste it. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Look at you
I'm
trying
trying to figure out what.
What am I tasting? I don't know.
Okay. It tastes like a stout. It definitely tastes. Well, we didn't even say what we're drinking.
Yes, I did.
Did you? Did you say it's a chocolate oatmeal stout?
Yes, I did.
It definitely tastes.
Where have you been?
It definitely. I wasn't listening to you. It definitely tastes chocolatey,
You were still
and it's got
dreaming.
a nice little burn.
You were still dreaming about hurting Ray.
Yeah, I was wanting. I'm thinking about kicking Ray's ass.
That's not nice.
I don't know what Ray.
Forgive and
What's going on with Ray?
Forgive and
Ray,
forget.
if you're listening to the podcast, I know Ray probably listens to the podcast.
I doubt it. But I'll tell you what, the best
Ray
thing
had a
I've
pinhead.
learned.
Here's the
No,
thing.
that's not nice.
No, Ray didn't have like a brain cranium. You know how like people's
brain cranium.
So like your
Jesus.
brain fits in your top of your head, so your head is round. He
Yes.
didn't have that. It's like his head started with his brow. He didn't even have a head. I don't even think there was brains in there. It was just like he had a really big chin. He would. I think if I had hit him in the chin, I would have broken it because he didn't have anything in the head. Obviously, it started with a brow, and he had this big pointed chin. I got like bang. I should have just bing.
If you hit him in the chin, it might have pushed his brain up into his head.
or his chin, yeah, he would have been a chin brain.
You are
for the rest of his life.
horrific right now. You are horrible. These are things that we talk about in private.
No, I'm getting Ray back finally after all these years.
Wow.
My
Let me tell you something I've learned, though, okay?
Okay.
You forgive for your own benefit. It doesn't matter how the other person feels. It's not your business how the other person feels. It's really not your business.
Screw you, Ray.
If they hurt you in any way, shape, or form, forgive them and move on.
Poke me in the eye. You poked me.
I
in
hear
the eye.
you. I apologize for your eye.
All right. Let's do some Would You Rather.
Let's
Should
do
we?
it. Yeah.
Would you rather? That's our Would You Rather song. Would you rather? You going to throw first?
Yes.
You toss first.
You read first.
I
You're gonna
read
need
first.
glasses.
So here's how we play this. We're going to toss some color stones. One stone falls. It's green. And green is ethics and intellect. Would you rather know if Lee Harvey Oswald were guilty or if O.J. Simpson was guilty? That's stupid. Why would you care on any of them? But
I don't care either way.
I think you would get more money and more fame if you knew Lee Harvey Oswald. But I'm not going to say.
When did this ever become about money or fame?
Well, I'm just making it about that. But I'm just saying, would you rather know if Oswald was guilty or if O.J. was guilty?
Oswald, because I have my own opinions about OJ.
Okay. So, what do you think? What are your opinions?
They're not your business.
Okay, I'm going to tell you mine. I think both were guilty. I think Oswald had some incentive from other people.
Okay.
Those other people might have been connected with the government. But yeah, I think he did not act completely alone. And I think OJ's just a bastard. I think he did it.
Okay. Good thoughts
Can
all
I get
around.
sued for saying that?
Probably. But, we're not going to move.
I'm not saying which OJ I'm talking about. That's
You
the
could be
thing.
talking about sun-kissed orange juice.
OJ McAllister. That's who I'm talking about.
Mr. McAllister?
Yes, he did it.
Yes.
And he was working with Ray.
Whatever it
I'm
is
sure.
that he did it.
Okay.
All right.
My turn?
Yes.
Throwing one?
Drop a stone.
Dropping
please.
it.
Do it.
I like
that
the noise.
sounds weird.
I know.
It's also green.
Dropped green. It's a 2 green show, people.
So, would you rather only be able to tell lies?
Yes.
That's a lie. Or have to scream out every true thought that crosses your mind.
That's just a weird question.
It's like that movie Liar Liar.
Yeah, but why would you? I mean, if you scream out every true thought that it comes in your mind, you do nothing but scream constantly.
You'd be locked away and put
At
on
least
lithium.
you could be quiet for a while. So I'm going to go with the lies.
Okay.
I would rather lie.
Because otherwise, you're just screaming out every thought that comes to your brain.
Yes, you're beautiful.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Fuck off.
You're intelligent and
I hate you
the
so much
funniest
right
person
now.
I've ever met in my life. You don't know. I didn't say I had that.
I'll tell you what,
That's just
though.
a question. I may not have it. I'm telling the truth. How
I'll
do you
tell
know?
you what, though.
What?
I will always be younger than you.
Always. Let me ask you a question. I got a question for you.
Please.
All right. Think about this. Because we were downstairs just a few minutes ago. We were watching Oceans. Which one were we watching when I was thinking about this?
Ocean's
well,
11.
Anyhow, it was 11. It takes place in a casino. And it made me remember when we courted, to use the word my grandfather used to often use. We courted.
We lived together. We fucked. Move on.
I'm talking about before we met in person.
Oh, okay.
We courted by email, by phone, by internet.
Yes, that's correct.
We communicated. We tried to turn each other on. We posted things to be witty and things like that.
And sometimes there were pictures.
You sent me a picture of you in a casino.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
You were young, cute. You had long hair. It's the first picture I saw you with long hair. Mm-hmm. And you're looking at the camera, smiling, getting ready to pull the lever for your little...
My slot machine.
Yeah. And obviously, I've never seen a slot machine.
Clearly.
That's not the noise they make, I don't think. But anyway, you're in a casino.
Mm-hmm.
And so my thought, I was like, she's a casino person. Wow, I've never even been in a casino. And then I just started thinking when I saw that downstairs, and it reminded me of that. And then I thought, what would your life be like if you had never met me? What would you be doing right now? What do you think?
Where did that come from?
I just thought of the casino because here's the thing. You moved in with me when you were age
36.
36.
35.
35.
35.
Is this an auction? What the hell's happening? So you were mid 30s. Let's just round it up.
Let's go there.
And so now you're not. Now
No.
you're totally different. What? All of these years have basically been because you moved down this way when I don't know that you would have if you had met me. I don't know. What do you think you would be doing? What do you think your life would be like if you had never met me? Other than really better, but
True. Actually, what my plan was prior to meeting you or prior to engaging with you online, let's put it that way. Prior to that, my plan was to move to Kanab, Utah.
oh yeah,
And work at Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
with all the Mormons.
No, they're not Mormon there.
I bet they would be. I'll bet you they would. Utah's Mormon country.
It is. I get that. But these are hippie people.
Okay, there are hippie Mormons.
I imagine there are. But I also imagine that hippie Mormons would be a little more accepting of non-Mormons.
Well, I never said anything about non-acceptance. I'm just saying they're probably Mormons.
But I wouldn't worry about the people. I'd be more worried about the animals.
Okay.
Now, I have had an opportunity since then to go to Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Are you glad you made the right choice? Wrong choice?
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. It's desolate and it's hot and it's a place called Angel
Falls.
Valley.
Angel Falls?
Angel Falls.
I'm just making that
No,
up.
Angel Falls is in Venezuela.
Okay.
This is like Angel Valley or something like that. They have horses, they have sheep, they have goats, they have anything you can rescue from anywhere. They have it, other than like bear, lions, and tigers and bears.
Oh, my.
Right. They don't have any marsupials.
Okay.
You know, it's mostly dogs, cats.
Western stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Farm
So-
animals.
Yes, that too, livestock. And they take very good care of them.
Okay.
And I wanted desperately to move there because I knew I needed to get out of where I was.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. And then I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, well, there's this other thing.
Yeah, there's another animal that needs caring.
Yeah. Let's go take care of one. See if I can do that.
But I'm just curious, what do you think you'd be doing now? What do you think your life would be like? Do you think you'd be there?
I don't think about it.
You can fantasize. You can imagine. You don't have to. It's not planning. It's just what if, you know?
I mean,
Think about
I
it.
think that if I didn't move down to the southeast to be with you, I probably never would have gone to Kanab.
Yeah.
I probably would still be stuck in Alaska.
Oh, really?
Or I would have moved back to California or somewhere else where I have family.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can't see you living with family.
I can't either.
Yeah.
But I didn't have many choices at the time. I was quickly falling into a place. I mean, mentally and emotionally, I was getting better.
Uh-huh.
Financially and physically, I was getting worse.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, so what are my options at this point? I want to continue on my journey of healing.
Yeah.
And moving in with family might have been a bad idea to continue that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want, to better myself financially, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't think I would have stayed in Chattanooga if I hadn't met you. Because I was ready to leave.
I asked you to leave.
Huh?
I asked you to move to Seattle with me.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I might have thought, at that time I wasn't really ready to leave the area. And plus I had a business and all that kind of stuff. And now, so that's the irony is now I could go, but I can't because my wife has a job and I'm kind of here for a while.
See?
But if she came to me right now and said, let's move to Canada, I would do it in a second.
Because
almost anywhere that's not lower than Atlanta in the globe,
because it's too hot.
And in fact, higher up would be more preferable. But if she came to me and said, "Let's move to Boston," I don't want to go to South Dakota. Not anything against South Dakota. I know some South Dakotans and they're wonderful people. It's just not a place I would want to go. But I could go potentially to Seattle, Portland, Washington, up in that area, maybe. I think I'd be.
Have you ever been to the Pacific Northwest?
I've not been west of Texas, so
wow.
Yeah, I'm.
So you have
no
idea.
No, but I want to. But I would like to. I would love to live in the New England area. So, maybe one day we will.
Do you know what I do sometimes when I need a break?
Wait a minute. Can we say this on the air?
Yes, I will look up on Zillow.
Uh-huh.
I will look up houses for sale in Vermont.
Before we broke up, we were talking about moving to Hartford, Connecticut. Remember, we said this is where we're going.
Yep.
And then you were like, "No, you're going to hell. Goodbye."
I did not.
That's
say
what you
that.
did. You said that.
Okay, those words never came out of my mouth.
Something kind of like that. But anyway, well, I'm just curious. I don't know. I just thought about it, and I just thought you'd probably still be in casinos. You'd probably be doing things. Your life would be so different.
Hold on. That casino picture that I sent you
Staged
was from my sister's wedding.
Okay, she got married in casino.
She got married in Vegas by Elvis.
Wayne Newton. She married Wayne Newton.
No.
Oh.
Back in 2000. I think it was September 2000. So when I sent you that, it had already been 9 years.
Okay.
And I hadn't been back to Vegas again until 2014. So I've only been twice in my life.
All right.
I'm not a party person who likes to go to Vegas.
Well, I kind of know that, but I'm just thinking, what if you didn't meet me, maybe you would be doing that. You could be doing something like that. Who knows? I don't know. You could be a hooker.
I could be a showgirl.
What if you're a hooker? Were you selling drugs? I don't know.
Off.
You don't know what your life would be like.
Oh, so you're saying that if I had
maybe
never
I
met
would
you,
be doing it. Yeah,
I'd be a hooker.
You might be. I might be a gigolo. Who knows? Wiener for sale. I'm getting a T-shirt.
You know that I know what you can and cannot do in a day. You're not going to make much money.
Well, when you're 60, you don't want to do it. Okay. All right, so it's 4th of July. What are your traditions? What do you do on 4th of July? What is traditionally what you do on the 4th of July? Do you
I come
do you
over
fireworks? Here. Yeah, you do. We do 4th of July every year. We're going to do 4th of July today.
So this has been, what, the 5th
5th
year?
of July? Oh, 5th. I don't even know. Something like that. But, I mean, like, are you patriotic? Do you put on the red, white, and blue?
I have blue on.
You blue?
Does that count? It's teal.
Okay. Do you do the red, white, and teal? Do you do the maroon, goldenrod, and teal?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I actually thought about it today.
Are you a patriotic person?
I mean, yes and no. I love America. I love the United States of America.
Why?
Because
What do you love about America?
the opportunities and the chance for change.
But how do you know you wouldn't get that in England?
I don't.
Okay.
But what I'm talking about,
I'm playing devil's
I
advocate.
get that, and you're really bad at it, or really good at it. I'm not sure, but you know, everybody wants to move to Canada or Mexico or England or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to rip paper, which I just did by accident because I was feeling a little emotional. I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to fix it.
You can't fix it.
I can't personally.
You're done.
I mean, the fact that things have been taken away from me very, very recently.
You were speaking of Supreme Court rights recently, taking away the right to abortion.
That's correct.
The federal protection for abortion.
That's correct.
And giving the states the right to choose.
Right. So now it depends on what state you want to live in.
And not only that, but it depends on how much the people are pressured in each state
Exactly.
by certain interests.
So you know, there was a time when they first started talking about abortion rights. I talked about moving to Germany with a friend of mine, and he told me straight up, he's like, it's already not a thing here. So at least you have a chance there.
Well, see, that's the thing. I've thought that too. Not necessarily. I'm never going to. The abortion thing doesn't affect me personally right now.
Your wife is still capable of getting pregnant.
But that's not me personally. That's her. I'm just saying me personally, it doesn't necessarily affect. It's not any of my rights. So, but there are other things, the way the country has been going, that I'm just like, I don't know if this is where I want to be. And so I've thought about moving out of the country, and I thought, where would I go?
Okay, where would you go?
Nowhere, because everywhere that you would go is open to the possibility that those rights would be taken away.
That's it.
And everywhere that you go, they may not have the same rights. So you're kind of screwed anywhere you go. The reality is, and it's what you said, the reality is if you don't fight for what you have where you are, you're going to lose it. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
But there are some people who fight and they still lose it because they're the only ones, or they're one of the few. But the reason why the Supreme Court made that decision is because 50 years of conservatives fighting. Whether it's right or wrong, and I'm not saying right or wrong, I'm not going to make, well, I have personal opinions about it. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever's right, whatever's wrong, if they decide to demolish democracy itself, which may be in the works, I'm saying it's happening because people are fighting for it. They're pushing, and the majority of the people are pushing to erode democracy, or they're pushing to get rid of this, or they don't want that right. Gays have the right to marry right now because so many people pushed for it.
Yeah.
And then you had people in power who supported it.
Yeah.
Anything can happen if you have the same situation, the same people pushing for it, and then you have people in power who will support it. You're going to get what you want. It's just going to happen.
A loud voice on the GOP side recently said that they no longer support the division of church and state.
Right. That's one person, but I know that reflects a lot of people. I just don't know that point of view will happen now, but I think it'll happen at some point.
But whose church?
Well, that's the truth, and this whole country was founded on the opposite of that.
Exactly.
So if you break that down, you're doing exactly what I mean, this isn't America anymore. It's not the United States.
Nope.
And it may never be. It might not be anymore. It's all changed.
It's so
You just have to
sad.
kind of accept it or go somewhere else or forget about it and try to live the best you can. I mean, at some point, all of our rights are going to be taken away. It's just going to happen. I mean, maybe not all, but let's say rights that are important to us. I think I've thought a lot about this. The one thing that I think is going to happen in my lifetime is you will be punished for speaking out against or criticizing the government. You will be punished for it. You won't be able to write any kind of news article that's against the government. You will not be able to talk against the government. I think that's going to happen really, really soon. Somehow they'll make that happen. And it's just like flag burning. You're not allowed to burn a flag. I mean, mostly you are, but in some places they've tried to outlaw it. Mm-hmm. But at some point, they're going to really push hard that you cannot criticize the government. Once they do, that's free speech is gone, and they'll wrap it in other things and say, "Oh, this is for the betterment of whatever, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And they may not use that exact words, but anyway.
I mean, they should.
Yeah. But I think that's going to happen.
Basically what they're saying.
I think it's going to happen.
So would you go into the Pacific South, like the Samoan Islands, or would you go into like the Pacific Northwest, like the Aleutian Islands?
If I was moving?
Or would you go in, like if you wanted to stay in America, but you wanted to be as far away from anything you could possibly get?
Samoan Islands aren't really America. I mean, they're American owned, but
yeah. But like if like in the, what I'm talking about, the Pacific Southwest.
No, I don't know. None of those are appealing to me. I mean, maybe the Aleutians. That's just too cold up there.
And you'd have to fight for what you eat.
Yeah, polar bear. I fist fight polar bears.
No,
it's
you
like
wouldn't
Ray.
have to fist fight a polar bear.
The polar bear would poke me in the eye, and he'd be like laughing and tell me I'm crying. Stupid polar bear.
Listen, it's July.
Mm-hmm.
What just happened? How did we get to July?
It's craziness. It's crazy. It's wacky.
Do you know what I want to talk to you about real quick?
Drugs?
No.
Anti-drugs?
The fact
Getting pregnant? I don't know.
Do you know how to get pregnant?
No.
Okay. I didn't think you did.
Never happened.
So one of the things I want to talk to you about in July, according to the internet, July is where weather begins heating up.
Oh, man.
Did you know what? It's been fucking hot for months.
Totally. It's bad.
It's not beginning to heat up.
No.
It's been hot.
Yeah. But the good thing is, if you can ride this out for 3 months, we're over, man.
Inside with AC.
We're in the good time. We're in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some days of the month. You want them?
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. Well,
it's been last month. I don't even think we did it last month.
I don't think we did.
So let's do it.
I think some of us got confused.
Get on it. Let's do it.
All right. So today.
Yes.
July 4th.
4th of July, Independence Day. It's the day that Patrick Ewing rode on a horse through Boston saying the Redcoats are coming. The Red Sox are coming. That's what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did he say? The British are coming.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
But all right. Do you know what tomorrow is, though?
Tomorrow is the day he woke up and went, "What the hell did I say?"
How many grogs did I drink last night?
What was I doing?
So, okay, tomorrow you need to whip out your bikini.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I was ready.
Do you? No, that's tomorrow.
I don't even have a bikini. Do you know that? I don't have a bikini.
You should go buy one.
Some Speedos?
No,
I
just
would look
a bikini.
sick in a Speedo.
I want to see you. You know what I want to see you in?
What?
Is one of those, those male bikinis that comes up
No,
like
the
this?
banana thongs?
Yeah.
Hell no, you don't.
Yes.
Why would you want... That would be like... That's the most ridiculous... We should do a bet. We should do some kind of bet, and if I lose, I should wear that, and we should take a picture and put it on the internet.
What happens if I lose?
No. Huh?
What happens if I lose?
Same thing. You wear the same thing.
Shit.
That's awful.
All right, what's the bet?
No, we're not doing it right now. I'm just saying we should.
All right,
no.
well,
I'm not doing it. I will not do it. I'm not going to do it. I won't post that. I'm not. No one wants to see that.
How do you know?
I just know.
Somebody might be like, damn.
No. I've already once made my wife throw up wearing one of those.
Oh.
And if she doesn't like it, no one else will
one
like
of those?
it. I borrowed it. I rented it from Spirit Store last year. And she hated it. She didn't like it at all.
Did you buy her one too, or rent her one too? No.
She'd look good in it.
She'd be hot.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, moving on. July the whatever the hell that is, 11th.
11th.
We're not doing every single day.
Well, no, but you said you know what tomorrow is, and then you never said what it was.
I told you it's Bikini Day.
Oh, bikini. No, you said do you have your bikini? I didn't know it was Bikini Day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's Bikini Day.
Bikini Day.
Yeah.
You know when the first bikini happened?
When?
I don't know. I'm wondering if you did.
1948.
Oh, really? You just made that up.
No, I didn't. I read it.
Okay.
It's true. It's July of 1948.
I don't remember bikinis in probably 70s is when I thought of it. Maybe I just wasn't aware of them until then.
Well, you lived in the freaking boonies.
Yeah, people didn't wear bikinis in the boonies.
Too many bugs.
They did have a boonkini that didn't catch on. It was not popular.
That's short shorts and a halter top.
Yeah, that's the boonkini.
Boonkini.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the 11th, you'll never guess what July 11th is.
It's the first day when two numbers are the same.
No, it's 7-Eleven Day.
Oh, that's right. You get a big Slurpee.
So tell me, what was your favorite thing as a kid, like little kid, when your dad or mom or whoever would take you to the convenience store and tell you to pick out a snack?
All right, so that never happened.
Oh, really?
Ever. No, it never happened. But I will tell you this. My grandmother lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and that was our annual vacation every year. We'd go to Fort Lauderdale. And I would say 2 blocks down the road was a 7-Eleven. And I'd never heard of a 7-Eleven before. There were no 7-Elevens in Knoxville at the time.
Oh.
They were down there, but they hadn't made their way up yet.
Oh.
And they weren't that popular.
Okay.
But we loved them. And so, and this is so stupid. I can't even believe this happens today. But my mother would let us walk 2 blocks from my grandmother's house to the 7-Eleven in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which, I mean, and it wasn't the most unsafe neighborhood, but it was not the safest. It was Fort Lauderdale, and it was a little bit crazy. And she would let us, maybe they were hoping, but we were
possibly
like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And we walked 2 blocks down the road to 7-Eleven and get some stuff, snacks, whatever, and come back.
What was your favorite thing to get?
Beef jerky, Slim Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a drink, probably a Slurpee, maybe. Mm-hmm. Love the Slim Jims.
So I'm going to tell you this.
Man, this is like the best thing ever.
When I was 8 years old,
yes,
I had to walk home from school about 6 blocks. I had to cross a 8-lane boulevard
to buy your meth
called La Puente to get home. Mm-hmm. And I had to go down. The shortcut I took was down an alley. Okay. Which once I saw a burning dog down the alley.
Oh.
Well, a friend of mine went and put it out.
That's not comforting at all.
No, but this is what I had to do on a daily, coming home from school. And you think it's weird that your parents let you walk 2 blocks?
Well, I mean, it's weird because it's out of character for my parents. I mean, but I don't know. My parents thought we were still in Strawberry Plains, I guess. I guess.
All right, let's move on. Okay. So the 14th of July is...
Burning dog?
Yeah. Some assholes.
No wonder you have nightmares.
Had lit a dog on fire.
That's crazy. I don't even want to hear it. Sorry.
You don't want to hear it. Okay.
Move on.
7/14. The 14th of July is 2 things. One, it's National Nude Day.
I'm celebrating that one.
But it's also National Tape Measure Day. These 2 things should not go together.
No way you can combine those. So I've been in several relationships.
Yes.
Where my partner wanted to measure.
Why?
I don't know.
So weird.
But they've suggested it, and I've resisted it every time. I don't want to bring that disappointment into the foreground of our relationship.
If you were to measure, where would you start your measurement?
I don't even know. I hadn't even thought about it, but I just wouldn't.
Okay.
And I think I would start. I'm pretty sure I'd want to go with the metric system because it sounds bigger. And I think I want to start with centimeters.
Oh dear!
Instead of,
there's so many more of those.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. First of all, I don't know why that knowledge needs to be out there. But it's a popular thing apparently because it's been suggested more than once. I think it's kind of a fun thing.
Have you ever been in a relationship where somebody wanted to paint a little face on the head of your penis?
No, I've painted on people with body paint. That's fun. Okay, I would do that.
But I mean,
do
just
that to a stranger,
like eyeliner or something, and just paint a little eyes and nose and a mouth.
I don't think I would want that.
And then wrap little pipe cleaners around it, put arms and legs.
I wouldn't want that unless they were going to lick it off. If it was flavored,
yeah,
okay. But no, I've never dated an artist.
Oh, okay.
So no one's really suggested that yet.
Thank you for that.
But they have suggested that I do it to them, and I'm totally fine with it. I love that. To me, that's like body painting people is fun.
I love that
it doesn't
you've
have
never
to be
dated an artist.
I don't have to be in a relationship.
Okay. Moving on. The 17th of July is Tattoo Day. When are you getting yours?
I'm not. I've decided I'm not.
Ever?
No.
Never?
No, it's too late. Why would I spend thousands of dollars on something when I'm too old?
Hold on. You can get a tattoo for $100.
Well, yeah, if you want a skull. If I'm going to get a tattoo, I'm going to do my whole sleeve. I'm going to go all the way up. It's going to be the whole thing. It's not going to be one. I'm not going to do one little face. I'm not going to do mom on my sleeve.
Well, not your mom.
No.
That'd be awkward.
Screw you, Ray, across my wrist.
That's what you should do. Actually, what I think you should do is I think you should do the little wrist thing where it's like a vine with tiny little roses on it.
Yeah.
That was popular.
No, I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not now. I thought I was going to. I kind of thought it's just too late in my life. I mean, my skin it's not going to last. It's I'm going to be Jack LaLanne at some point.
Well, you would hope so.
Well, I mean, I'd like to have his virility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And virility.
Yeah.
Big word for you.
And Mrs. Lane was hot. I wouldn't mind having Mrs. Lane and his virility. This is why we do the podcast.
Yeah, this is it.
I don't know.
So, July 22nd is Rat Catcher's Day.
Really? There's a Rat Catcher's Day.
Rat Catcher's Day. Do you want to know why?
I bet it has something to do with Boston or something.
No.
Great Britain.
It has to do...
The rats that came over here on the ship.
National Rat Catcher's Day on July 22nd commemorates the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Oh.
Hamelin. The day also provides an opportunity... It's not going to work. If rats come out, I'm going to shit my pants.
Maybe they might come out of your pants.
Possibly. I didn't put them there. Really, I didn't put them there. According to the
You're no Richard Gere.
According to the folktale, residents of the German town of Hamelin hired a strangely dressed man to rid their village of rats. The Pied Piper of Hamelin did so by playing his flute.
That's stupid. That wouldn't work.
Shut up. Upon finishing the task, the townsfolk refused to pay, so the Pied Piper returned. Once again, he played his flute while the children followed him.
It was the first case of backward masking.
Probably. And with the Pied Piper, the children vanished, never to return.
Do you believe that?
No. While a harrowing tale of revenge doesn't seem like something to celebrate, someone found a way. Depending on where you live, the day includes festivals and reenactments. They're just stealing kids at this point. Man.
The kids are scared to death. I hate this holiday.
I don't like it. Don't make me go.
Get down there with the rats.
Due to differing dates and stories and poems, Hamelin, Germany celebrates the day on June 26th. The event consists of a Pied Piper leading children through the city streets. There's even Richard the Rat, who gets to tell the version of his story.
Richard the Rat?
Richard the Rat.
Wow.
So this is funny. The confusion about the day stems from the Brothers Grimm, as they cite June 26th, 1284 as the date. At the same time, the poem by Robert Browning uses the date July 22nd, 1376.
Idiot.
None of these people know what the hell they're talking about.
All right.
We're almost done. All right. 7/25, hire a vet day. And by vet, I mean...
Oh, like a veteran.
Veteran, yes.
Okay.
Hire a veteran day.
I might do that. I don't know a veteran.
Find one and hire them.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not hard to find.
They need jobs because
Maybe.
most
I feel like veterans have good training though. Most of the time they're in the military and they're getting good training. They should have good jobs, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're injured, then obviously, or retired. But most of them are pretty well taken care of. A lot of them are.
You just keep telling yourself that.
I am. Makes
All right.
me feel better.
So July 27th, you're going to like this. It's Scotch Day.
Oh.
But the thing is...
27th? That's my birthday.
Yeah. That's April
Birthday.
27th.
Birthday.
Who drinks scotch in the middle of summer?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do.
That's a fall drink.
You can sip it. A little bit of sip.
Maybe.
If I buy a bottle of scotch, it'll last me 2 years. Unless you come over.
Unless I come over.
But for the most part, it'll last me a while. So I like to,
sip it.
I'll sip it.
Sip it.
Sip it in the bud. I don't know what that means.
Me either. July 29th is something I can't remember.
Hope so.
I did an abbreviation and now I can't remember what
What
it
are you
was.
at? 29th? What does it say? What's your abbreviation?
SA appreciation. Oh, system. That's my day. Damn it. It's System Admin's Appreciation Day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So think about me on the 29th.
And think about you on the 30th.
Because that's my day.
That's the day of you.
It's all me.
It's your birthday.
There's nothing else to be said about it.
You're freaking Leo. Aren't you a Leo?
Yes.
It's a Leo. You're
Yes.
a lion. You're a lion.
I am a lion. And I do lie on occasion when it's
So our podcast is full of lion and bull. We should have called it Lion and Bull.
Oh, we should do another podcast.
Man.
This one is about to end. This is the last episode. We're going to do
no longer
Lion and
let's talk
Bull.
with the Lion and Bull.
No. So the other thing I have for you, and the last thing I have for you, is birthdays in July.
Hold on. I can't find it. Here we go. Oh.
Wrong one. Yeah.
That's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
People, calm down.
Okay.
Hey, I found I don't even know why I'm saying this on the air.
I don't either.
I found a mixer for our podcast that I'm going to buy. And it's got built-in sound effects, so we could do sound effects.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That's so cool.
Don't tell anybody.
I won't. Okay, so you want to hear July birthdays?
Yes, who's born?
Import.
Who was born in July?
Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest, Tennessee. Tennessee. Ernest Ford. No, a cat on a hot tin roof. A cat on a hot Tennessee. No, I'm thinking of Tennessee Williams.
Yes, you are.
Who did I say?
It's Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway wrote Moby Dick. He did not.
No, he did not.
Farewell to Arms. What was it he wrote that was really famous?
Books.
He wrote books. He was the grandfather of Mariel Hemingway and Margot Hemingway.
Who are hot and dead.
Totally. I had a huge crush on Mariel Hemingway for years. I still do, I think. I do.
Let's move on.
Pretty sure I do.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Princess Diana.
She was also hot.
Also true.
I think everything. We should only talk about hot people on this
show. Okay, let's do that.
Princess Di is what? Her birthday? When was she born?
Sometime in July.
Okay. But it doesn't have an exact
It doesn't
date.
have a date.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not going to look it up.
Do you remember where
if
you
you
were when she died?
If you want to know, look it up.
When she died, do you remember where you were?
I don't remember exactly where I was, but I remember just watching or looking. It was in a newspaper.
Yeah.
And I was reading it, and I was just like, that's... first thing that went through my head was murder.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because that's who I am. Mm-hmm. Second thing that went through my head was accident.
Mm-hmm.
Third thing that went through my head was fuck the paparazzi.
Okay. You're always bringing sex into it.
No, I'm not going to actually fuck them.
Oh, but you'd like to.
No, I mean, depends on who they are.
I was laying on my living room floor. I was watching a TV show. This was before CNN and all that kind of stuff. I was watching something on TV and I don't remember. And then they would break away and like you would see these little messages underneath. It would be like,
yeah.
Princess Di has been injured. Take her to the hospital, whatever.
Right.
And then it was like, she's in grave condition. And every time it would get worse and you'd be like, wow. And then right at the end, they were like, Princess Diana has died. And I was like, holy crap. I couldn't believe it. It was just so weird.
I can't imagine what Dodi Fayed, like, actually, because he was blamed for a lot of it, based just alone on his race.
Right.
And I was just like, what the hell? They had a beautiful relationship forming.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing really well, and now dead.
Yeah.
It's jacked up.
It is.
Anyhow, moving on. Next person.
Moving on from that death.
Yeah, let's move on to another one. Not quite dead yet, but soon probably won't be, is Tom Cruise.
Oh,
Also,
he's got a long way to go, unless it's an accident.
July baby.
Yeah.
Really? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Have you seen Top Gun yet?
The Top Gun Maverick?
Uh-huh.
No.
I haven't either. I want to.
Do you really?
Everybody says it's fantastic. They say it's better than the original.
I've read things, and it's probably a lie.
They say it's the best movie Tom Cruise has ever made. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I'm hearing from so many people. Like people I respect. I have a good friend who actually has written a book on movies. He's a movie critic, a professional movie critic, and he says it's the best thing he's seen Tom Cruise do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, all right. You check it out and you let me know.
I will.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, wow.
He was also born in July, which
he's shorter than I thought he was. I've seen pictures of him. He's a tiny man.
Yeah. He's also, I mean, there's nothing tiny about him, maybe.
Oh, like you've seen it.
I might have. He was the governor of California.
I think if I was that small, my muscles would look big too.
Probably. Because that's where all your blood would go.
Mm-hmm.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah, gone.
Is a July baby.
But not forgotten.
Medgar Evers.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
July baby.
Yeah.
Do you know who Stephen Foster is?
There are several Stephen Fosters, but yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
I don't. Percy Spencer.
That I'm not familiar with.
Okay, we'll look into those and let you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Peggy Braithwaite. Do you know who she is? No, she's probably an author or something because you don't read books.
You don't even know, and you're calling out their birthday. Congratulations, person I don't know.
Tom Hanks.
Tom.
July baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good,
Jane Lynch.
Good month for people named Tom. Jane Lynch.
You know who she is?
I do know who she is.
I love her to death.
She's in Murders Only in the Building.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
You know,
first one anyway. I don't know if she's in the second yet.
She's super Irish. She's
Yes.
about as Irish as I am.
Okay, that's good.
Ida B. Wells.
Really? Do you feel okay? Oh, wait a minute. What'd you say?
You're horrible.
I'm sorry.
I don't know who Ida B. Wells is.
You know what?
Should I know?
The name is familiar, but it's not matching up to a face, so I can't say that I know.
I'm so horrible with names, as you all know, because I've said it for the last 5 years.
Gotta say I don't know.
Okay. Nelson Mandela. You know who he is?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. He was a July baby.
Oh, it's a different Nelson.
Wow.
He used to do that a lot.
Janet Reno.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah.
July baby.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Oh, wow, yeah. I do know Robin Williams.
July baby.
Yes.
Emily Bronte.
Yes.
July baby.
I miss Robin Williams. Yeah. I miss Emily Bronte, too. She was
Did you know her?
She was a good friend of mine, yeah.
Did you know her well?
Mm-hmm.
John Quincy Adams.
Oh, the Quince, we used to call him when we were drinking.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so hard to put out 3 names, John Quincy Adams.
Yeah, you just cut it off.
But if you said John Adams, half the people in the room would go, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we call him Q-Dog.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Q-Dog.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, Calvin Coolidge. What'd you call him?
Callie Coo.
Callie Coo?
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's what we called him.
Did he giggle?
No.
Did he blush?
He hated it.
Oh.
He'd punch us in the face.
Oh.
He hired Ray to come poke me in the eye one time. Yeah.
Well, you should have never told him that story.
No.
All right. You know who else?
Who?
Gerald Ford.
Really?
Yeah.
Jerry.
Did you know that he fell down a lot?
He did, yeah. He did.
Yeah.
I liked him. I used to draw him a lot. So he was president. So I started getting into editorial cartoons when Nixon was in during the Watergate. and I would draw a lot of Nixon. I thought it was fun. And I think Gerald Ford was the first, because Gerald Ford was, his face, you could almost do like Frankenstein. He had like the really high forehead and just kind of the eyes that were a little sly. And so I used to draw a lot of Gerald Ford.
He always drew my sympathy.
Yeah.
Like whenever, because I was
Seemed like a decent dude.
I was a young person. I had no idea, but when I look back on old footage and I see him fall, and I'm just like, oh, poor guy, because I picture him as my dad.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't clumsy. He just happened to fall at different times. It could happen to anyone, and then it just started. They made fun of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have fallen like 3 times the whole time he was president. He wasn't president that long.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah.
So Nixon was president for 7 days after I was born.
Okay.
And then who took over after Nixon?
Gerald. And he had a good-looking son. His son, Jack.
Are you hot for his son?
No, I'm just saying he was good-looking. He was an actor.
Oh, okay.
I remember him being
Jack
on.
Ford?
I can't remember. He was on one of my mom's soap operas she watched.
Oh.
He was also a lot. Here's a trivia you might not know. Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
He was the boyfriend of Meg Ryan's Sally originally, before she broke up with him and got with Billy Crystal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was President Ford's son.
Now I have to go back and watch.
Now you do.
Now I do.
And he's a good-looking dude.
Last but not least.
So is Ford. Except he's bald. Bald people are not good looking at all.
No, I love bald people.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you should stop doing that.
I know.
Last but not least, George W. Bush.
Georgie, Porgy, as I used to call him.
Is a
he
July baby.
He's a horrible painter. Have you seen his paintings?
I have.
Really bad. I mean, I'm glad he's painting. Everyone should paint.
Yeah.
But he should stop.
He's
done
everybody
enough.
But him.
No, I'm okay with it.
I think that's what you're
I
trying
think
to
if
say.
you enjoy it, you should paint. I'm ribbing you, George. I know he listens to the podcast. I'm just ribbing you.
He's just catching up now, though, because he had a break.
He's the decider.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for those.
Sure.
That's great. Should we stop?
Let's stop.
We shouldn't do it
I'm
anymore.
hungry.
I am too. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining in on our 4th of July podcast. We, as always, we always enjoy having you around. Even though we can't see you, we can slightly smell you, but that's all.
That's it. And we're not even going to suggest a shower at this point because we could probably both use one as well.
Yeah. But I just would like to say thank you very much. And please keep coming back. New show every Monday. You can find us on Facebook. If you want, we're there. And you can pop in and say hi. You can send us an email at thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. You know what? I have a confession. I know I'm in charge of updating the website, and we're way behind with updating the podcast, and that's my fault because I have an art gallery that I'm really busy with. And but I'm this week. I swear to John Quincy Adams, I am going to update the website.
I swear to Q-Dog.
Yeah. I'm going to update.
So the last episode that shows up on thisepicdisaster.com is from April.
I know, it's embarrassing, but
it's embarrassing
I'm
for
busy.
me.
You don't do any. You come over here, you do a show, and you leave, and you don't think of the show again until you come back. I have so much to do. I have to upload it. I have to edit it. I have to do the website. I have to do all of the stuff.
Well, we can just stop if you want.
You can lick my... Anyway.
I ain't licking shit.
I hope not. All right. That was weird. We should stop now. Really
What do you think of the beer?
Let's talk about the beer.
Do the beer.
I'm giving it a 4. 4.
4?
Yeah, 4.
I'm a 2.5.
All right. 2.5?
Yeah.
And I'm giving it a 4?
So what I like about the beer...
It's chocolatey.
Just shut up.
It's got a little burn to it.
Could you stop?
Like Bernie Sanders in my throat.
You got Bernie Sanders in your throat?
It's not the first time.
B-Dog.
Right after Calico.
Oh, God. So what I like about it is the spicy chocolate. Mm-hmm. And yes, it is Mexican chocolate.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I know what you hate.
What?
Sweet.
It's too sweet.
It's sweet.
It is sweet.
It's pretty sweet, but I don't know. I like the taste. It's got a good taste to it. And I like the burn. I like the chocolate taste. So here's what I think about these kind of beers. And you can't do it when you're doing a podcast. So with these kind of beers, you need to drink them ice cold and you need to drink them quick.
But see, the thing is that the way that porters and stouts are normally served is room temperature.
Well, okay. That's true if you're European. But here's the other thing. It's the can's too big. Let's criticize the can.
Criticize
if it was smaller,
yeah,
and you could get less, that would be better. I will say that.
So you're saying that you're giving it a 4, but less would be better.
I'm saying that's my suggestion to them. If they would fix that, it would be a 5. So I'm giving it a 4. I liked it. I like the taste. Okay, yeah, it's a little sweet for me. Here, let me take another sip. It's sweet. It's sweet like a porter. Sweet. I wouldn't say too sweet. It's just like a porter. It's got that little burn, and it tastes chocolatey. So still giving it a 4. Standing by my vote. And you're doing 2.5.
Yeah.
So you basically saying
middle of the road.
Tastes like ass.
No, middle of the road.
All right, middle of the road. Ass for you.
Stop.
All right, I'm writing it down.
If there's middle of the road ass, it's gonna get run over.
All right. Okay, people. Thank you again for listening to our silliness. That's all I gotta say.
I don't have much either.
I don't either. Happy 4th of July. Don't blow your hands off, and hope someone blows your hands off. No. Wait a minute.
Someone. No.
Oh.
Just stop with the
all
blowing
right,
joke.
See you next Monday.
Hold on.
Quit.
DM on the DL. Congratulations. Love you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.